Since 2020, grocery prices in America have gone up 19.1%. That is not a small number. That is nearly a fifth more for the exact same cart of food. In the UK, food inflation hit 3.5% in just the first quarter of 2026. Beef prices in the US are up double digits year over year. Coffee jumped 30% from 2025 to 2026. Candy is up 9.3%. And eggs, well, you already know about eggs. And in the middle of all of this, supermarkets are fighting dirty. They are running fake sales. They are shrinking package sizes while keeping prices identical. They are designing entire stores to make you spend more than you planned. So I spent 3 months tracking every single grocery purchase I made. I tested every strategy. I cut everything that did not actually work. And in the end, I cut my grocery bill by 40%. In this video, I am going to show you exactly how I did it. Every strategy, every number, no fluff. Let's get into it. Let's start with what's actually happening, because understanding the problem helps you fight it smarter. According to the USDA Food Price Outlook for 2026, food prices were 2.9% higher in 2026 compared to 2025. That is on top of the 11.4% spike back in 2022 and years of increases since. So what is the cumulative effect since 2020? Grocery costs are 19.1% higher than they were just 4 years ago. In the UK, the Office for National Statistics confirmed food inflation at 3.5% in the first quarter of 2026. That is recovering from the 19.8% peak of 2023, but it is still rising. And here is what makes it worse. Beef prices in the US are up double digits. Steak prices rose 17% just between January and February of 2026. Coffee jumped 30% year over year. Meanwhile, ground beef is sitting around $6.70 per pound. And dried beans? Just $1.71 per pound, and that makes about 12 servings. The gap between smart grocery shopping and default grocery shopping has never been wider. So here is how to make sure you land on the right side of it. Before we get to the strategies, you need to understand how supermarkets are engineered to take your money. Because once you see it, you cannot unsee it. Trick number 1 is fake sales and price anchoring. Retailers display an inflated regular price right next to a lower sale price to make the deal look massive. But in reality, experts confirm that the so-called regular price is often a number the item has rarely ever sold for. That bright yellow sale tag? Check the unit price. Very often, the sale item is still more expensive than the same product at Walmart or Aldi every single day. Trick number 2 is shrinkflation. The package looks identical. The price is identical. But the contents shrank by 10% to 15%. Your chocolate bar is slightly thinner. Your cereal box is slightly less full. Your detergent bottle is slightly lighter. This is completely legal, and it is everywhere in 2026. The fix is simple. Always compare by unit price, per ounce or per gram, and never by package price alone. Trick number 3 is the limit sign scam. A sign that says limit 4 per customer creates artificial scarcity. You end up buying 4 when you only needed 1 because it feels like a deal. Unless the price is genuinely, historically low, buy only what you actually need. Trick number 4 is store layout psychology. Essentials like milk, bread, and eggs are almost always at the back or in the far corners of the store. You have to walk past hundreds of temptations just to reach them. The middle aisles hold the highest margin products, and the eye-level shelf in every aisle, that is the most expensive option, every single time. The budget options are down at floor level. So now that you can see the game, let's talk about how to win it. The number 1 strategy, and the one with the highest single impact, is simply shopping somewhere cheaper. Let's start in the USA. Aldi was confirmed the most budget-friendly grocery store in America by a February 2023 Market Force study. A survey of 50 families across the US found that the single most common habit shift was moving from traditional supermarkets to Aldi, Lidl, and Trader Joe's. One family reported permanently stopping their Harris Teeter and Publix shops entirely, switching to Aldi and farmers markets instead. Now over to the UK. Aldi and Lidl remained significantly cheaper than Tesco, Sainsbury's, Asda, and Morrison's on basket comparisons. The which? Monthly grocery basket comparisons consistently show Aldi and Lidl running 20% to 35% cheaper overall. Here is my favourite quick habit, the 10-second price check. Before buying any sale item, open a competitor's app. If the sale price at your current store is higher than the regular price somewhere else, it is not a real sale. Just walk away. My own switch from a traditional supermarket to Aldi for 80% of my shopping saved me 22% on its own. And that was before I added any other strategy. The next strategy has the clearest data behind it of anything in this video. A NetCredit study from April 2026 compared 171 grocery items across Walmart, Kroger, and Target. The store brand versions saved shoppers up to 70%. A gallon of store brand whole milk averaged 61% savings compared to name brand versions. And here is the thing most people do not know. Store brand products are often made in the exact same facilities as the name brand products. Different label, same factory. This is especially true for staples like milk, eggs, flour, sugar, canned vegetables, pasta, and rice. So here are the items where the store brand matters least. Milk, eggs, pasta, rice, flour, sugar, canned beans, canned tomatoes, frozen vegetables, butter, and olive oil. And here are the items where brand can actually matter, based on personal preference. Specific sauces you love, certain snacks and coffee. But even then, try the store brand once before you decide. My own switch to store brands across all staples added another 12% in savings, right on top of the store switch. Now let's talk about the most expensive part of most grocery carts, protein. And in 2026, the price gaps between different proteins have never been wider. Here are the real numbers from the US Bureau of Labor Statistics for 2026. Beef steak is $12.73 per pound. Ground beef is $6.70 per pound. Whole chicken is $2.05 per pound. And dried beans are $1.71 per pound, which makes about 12 servings. The beef category is especially brutal right now. The US cattle herd is at a historic low, so supply is constrained. Steak prices rose 17% in just 1 month, from January to February of 2026. According to USDA analysts, beef prices have nowhere to go but up. So here is the protein swap strategy. Replace 2 beef meals per week with chicken or beans. A family of 4 spending $80 per week on beef-heavy meals can realistically cut $25 to $35 per week from protein alone. That works out to $1,300 to $1,800 per year from one single change. There is a UK parallel here too. British beef prices have followed the same upward trend. Chicken thighs, lentils, chickpeas, and eggs remain the best value proteins in the UK in 2026. Now, I am not telling you to stop eating beef. I am telling you to eat it less frequently and make it the premium experience it now costs to be. The next strategy prevents the biggest category of grocery waste, which is buying things you already have. The best place to write your grocery list is not in the supermarket car park. It is in your own kitchen. Open the fridge. Open the freezer. Open the cupboards. Write down what is already there. Then build your meal plan around actually using those items, and only then write your shopping list for what you are genuinely missing. This one habit alone stops you from double buying ingredients that are already hiding at the back of your shelf. So let's pull all of this together. Grocery prices are up 19.1% since 2020, and the increases are still coming. The stores are using fake sales, shrinkflation, limit signs, and clever layouts to pull more money out of your cart. But you now have 4 powerful levers to fight back. First, switch stores and save 20% to 35% by moving to discount retailers like Aldi and Lidl. Second, choose store brands over name brands and save up to 75% on your staples. Third, swap some of your protein and cut $1 to $300 to $1 to $800 a year by eating beef less often. And fourth, plan your meals from your own kitchen first so you stop buying what you already own. None of these strategies require coupons, extreme effort, or giving up food you love. They just require a little awareness and a few new habits. Stack them together, and a 40% cut in your grocery bill is completely realistic in 2026. So start with just one change this week. Then add the next one. Your future self and your bank account will thank you.